Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Voodoo. Matco Mondays here. We got Max over here.
How you doing?
He's going to show us a new tool that he's got on the truck, one that he recommends for the week. What you got?
All right, so these are called a cracket wrench. And to be honest, when they first came out, I was like, what the hell are these things? And the more I toyed with them a little bit, I sold a couple sets and figured out what their use is for. Kind of set up a little display here. And so say you're working in like a frame rail or something like that. You got a little 10mm socket wrench.
Okay, so
Need it.
So this system here is supposed to help if you can't get a socket on. So let's say you've got a piece of plastic here or a piece of frame. You can't get your socket on the bolt itself, and there's not enough room right here for a wrench. So you could take, where's that wrench? So you have enough room here, okay? But let's say all this is covered, so you don't have enough room for your wrench, and you don't have enough room for the socket because that bolt's just hiding right there. This kit is supposed to help with that. So go ahead and show them.
So this is per chance a 10mm bolt. So you get in here like this, you take this down there like that, and then basically you're just gonna crack it loose, and then you can crack it loose a little bit more until you can get it where you can finger.
Until you can get your finger down in there, or even just using this to back it out.
Yep.
So,
but if you're working on something like a frame rail on a, and you can get pretty good tight with this. This is, as it slips off. You can get some pretty good leverage on it. I don't want to break the bolt or anything like that, but you can get pretty good leverage on it. But if you're working on a frame rail or something of that nature, up inside of a transmission, flywheel bolt or something that you need a little tight access. And these will grip like this too, but at that point you use your regular wrench. Mm-hmm. But they're just designed to get into a
so what is
area.
this supposed to replace? Show us what you used to have to do.
All right, well,
when you had a tight spot.
packs down, so I have to use this guy's other brand tools. You gotta love DEF systems. But this is so you don't have to do something like this with a regular wrench and then have stuff get rounded off. Mm-hmm. So that's what it's designed to do.
So back in the day, if I couldn't get the socket on here, okay, let's say I can't get the socket on here because, like I said, that piece was hanging there. So, like I said, you got a piece of the frame. It's right there. You can't get the socket on it because it's too close.
Yeah,
what I used to do back in the day was take the wrench, set it on there, take a screwdriver, put it on there, and then you spin it, and then she'd come loose. Problem is, first and foremost, you tear up your tips doing that on your ratchet or your wrench. And second thing is you're more likely to round off the bolt. So with the kit itself, go ahead and grab another one of these. So the kit itself is designed to go right in there, and you're able to get that one little spin on it. Go ahead and put that ratchet on there. So you got there, you can't get in there, and then you can spin it, boom.
Now there's one other comparison that we need to show.
See, now it's broke loose.
So if you look at the tip of this versus your tip of your wrench, see they're flat. They're designed to have more meat at the tip, whereas that can spread.
Yeah.
So
well, that's flat all the way down. This has got you always got a bevel right here on your wrenches.
Correct.
This kit comes with standard and metric. The highest size it has is a 10, 3/8, 7, and your quarter, and then it's got your 5/16 and
8.
You're 8.
And there may or may not be more sizes to come. Just depends on what Matco does in the future. But this is our first crack at the cracket wrenches.
So you can go ahead and put your screwdriver in any one of these 3 holes, or you can go ahead and take a ratchet and put it there at the top. This is meant to get into those hard to reach areas where you can't get a socket in there and you don't have enough room to put a wrench in there. This is meant to break them loose, so you can either take them out by finger or any other means that you can. But this is to save time from taking. So this bracket sitting here, you have to take 6 bolts just to get this bracket off, just to get that bolt out. So instead of taking this bracket off, you can use this and you can undo that bolt. So this is part number CIWS, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
CIWS, and it's called Cracket Wrench Set. Cracket. Interesting tool there. Something that would probably come into play when you're working on a lot of tight areas, especially on, on UTVs and the European cars where they stick everything so close together, it's hard to get anything into. So it doesn't replace the socket, and it's not replacing the wrench. It's just there to give you that little extra bite in areas you can't get these 2 things into.
You're not going to use it very often, but you will use it occasionally.
Well, it's those tools that once it's inside the toolbox and you use it a couple times, it's a lifesaver. So most likely, I'm going to go ahead and put these guys through the test and see how well they actually work. I'll do a tool review on that here in the future. But there we go. There's the Matco Mondays. We've got part number CIWS, the Cracket Wrenches. All right. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day, and we'll see you next Monday.